Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Seth Rollins shocked the industry at WWE WrestleMania 41 when he found Paul Heyman in his corner in the show's main event against Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Recently, Bubba Ray Dudley raved about the Visionary's recent performance against Jey Uso. On the latest edition of Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins and Jey Uso blew the roof off with their one-on-one contest in Omaha for the World Heavyweight Championship. While there wasn't a definite winner, Bubba Ray Dudley raved about the Visionary's work inside the ring. Speaking on Busted Open, WWE Hall of Famer raved about Seth Rollins' in-ring work against Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. The veteran also stated that Rollins carried Uso through the match due to his experience in that position compared to the newly crowned champion. The win at WrestleMania 41 came at a staggering cost, as Roman Reigns and CM Punk came after Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. However, the villainous duo outsmarted the two by adding Braun Breaker to their newfound alliance. CM Punk and Roman Reigns later went on a hiatus from the Red brand, and Paul Heyman's new alliance began to target other major names on the show, such as Sami Zayn and the World Heavyweight Champion, Jey Uso. During the final moments of the match between Rollins and Uso, all hell broke loose as Sami Zayn appeared and brawled with Braun Breaker. Later, CM Punk returned to WWE ROW. The match ended as CM Punk attacked Breaker and Rollins with a steel chair and stood tall with Sami Zayn in the middle of the ring. It'll be interesting to see what's next for the Second City Saint on the Red brand. In the aftermath of WrestleMania 41 and the emotional fallout that followed, Seth Rollins has once again become the center of conversation, not just for fans, but among legends of the industry. A WWE Hall of Famer has made headlines with a bold and passionate declaration that Rollins carried a major name in his latest performance, calling it a modern-day wrestling clinic that should be studied by future generations. The statement was made during an unfiltered post-WrestleMania media session hosted by Busted Open Radio, where the WWE Hall of Famer in question, Booker T, was asked to give his honest thoughts on several matches from the two-night spectacle. While praising a number of competitors, Booker zeroed in on Rollins' bout against the now infamous returning Logan Paul, a match that was already trending globally and garnering attention from mainstream outlets. But it wasn't just the in-ring quality that got Booker fired up. It was the responsibility, the pacing, the crowd psychology, and above all, the professionalism that Rollins brought to the match. In Booker's own words, Seth Rollins didn't just steal the show. He carried that man on his back. No disrespect, but let's call it what it is. Logan Paul's star power is undeniable, but he was in there with a master of the craft. Seth took a guy with a fraction of his experience and made it look like a five-star contest. That's what greatness is. Rollins' performance, of course, wasn't in isolation. The build-up to the match had been months in the making, with tensions between the Visionary and the social media megastar reaching a boiling point. Their war of words escalated week after week, peaking when Rollins delivered a scathing promo on Monday Night Raw, warning Paul that while he may win the internet, he would lose the war inside the ring. Fans were skeptical. Paul had proven to be more than just a celebrity cameo. He had already delivered standout matches against Roman Reigns, The Miz, and Ricochet. But Rollins was a different beast, a Grand Slam champion, a former Shield member, and a man with an unshakable aura built on grit and reinvention. That match at WrestleMania 41 didn't just meet expectations, it blew them out of the water. In front of a sold-out Allegiant Stadium, Rollins and Paul engaged in a fast-paced, emotionally charged battle that kept fans on the edge of their seats. Rollins controlled the rhythm from start to finish. Whether he was selling a high-risk maneuver or taunting Paul with his signature laugh, Rollins made sure the crowd stayed emotionally invested. The finish came with a perfectly timed curb stomp after reversing a springboard lariat, an exclamation point that felt both inevitable and satisfying. The WWE Universe erupted, not just because the Visionary had won, but because he had told a story that elevated both men. Logan Paul, for all his athleticism and charisma, looked like a star, yes, But Booker's point stood firm. Rollins was the architect of that illusion. Backstage, reports circulated that Paul himself went out of his way to thank Rollins for guiding him through the bout. According to insiders, Paul was overheard calling the match the most challenging yet rewarding experience he's had in wrestling. Rollins, as always, downplayed his contributions, reportedly telling Paul, "You showed up. I just helped you finish the painting." But not everyone was as humble in their analysis. Fellow Hall of Famer and former rival Edge weighed in during the WWE digital exclusive, echoing Booker T's sentiments. "Look, I've been in the ring with Seth. I know what that guy can do. And when you see what he pulled off with Logan, it's a reminder of why Rollins is in that top tier. He knows when to take the spotlight and when to share it. That's a rare quality. Logan's talented, no doubt, but Seth's the ring general." Rollins himself took to X, formerly Twitter, following the media frenzy, posting a cryptic but telling message. "Weight of the world? Try the weight of legacy. #WrestleMania 41. The tweet garnered over 1 million impressions in under 2 hours, a testament to Rollins' undeniable star power. What makes this conversation more intriguing is how it reshapes the narrative around celebrity involvement in WWE. While fans have grown increasingly open to cross-industry appearances, many still feel that full-time superstars are too often asked to play second fiddle. Seth Rollins turned that narrative on its head. He didn't just coexist with a celebrity. He made him look like a credible performer without compromising his own legitimacy. This wasn't just a case of a veteran carrying a rookie through a match. It was a living, breathing masterclass in storytelling. Every Rollins gesture had meaning. Every move was designed to enhance not just his own standing, but the perception of the match itself. That level of precision doesn't come by accident. It comes from years of experience, pain, and an unwavering love for the art of wrestling. In fact, it's not the first time Rollins has been credited with this kind of mentorship by performance. Industry veterans still speak highly of his work with Dominic Mysterio, Austin Theory, and even his former Shield brothers. Rollins has consistently proven that he's not just a star, but a leader. And now, with more Hall of Famers backing his contributions, there's a growing buzz that Rollins may soon find himself being viewed in the same light as icons like Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. Men who not only wowed the crowd, but shaped generations through their example. When asked if Rollins has a case for being the greatest of his era, Booker T didn't hesitate. "I've said it before and I'll say it again, Rollins might be the guy. Roman's the tribal chief, and he's got the dominance. But Rollins, he's the soul of this generation. You want to know how to wrestle, how to tell a story, how to evolve? Watch Seth Rollins, and if the company doesn't see that, then they're blind." Evan Triple H weighed in during the WrestleMania post-show press conference. While praising the event's success overall, he took a moment to highlight Rollins. "Seth has always been one of our go-to guys. We've leaned on him time and again, and he never disappoints. What he did tonight wasn't just a great match. It was a spotlight on how you carry yourself as a pro, how you elevate everything and everyone around you." As for what's next, rumors are swirling that Rollins may finally be getting the main event spotlight at SummerSlam, potentially in a World Heavyweight Championship rematch or a marquee match against a returning star. Some have speculated about a long-awaited feud with Gunther, while others believe that CM Punk, once again sidelined by injury, has Rollins in his sights once he's cleared. Whatever the future holds, one thing is certain: Seth Rollins has once again proven why he's at the top of his game. And thanks to the praise from legends like Booker T, that validation now stretches beyond the fans. It's etched in the legacy of the sport itself. Perhaps the most telling moment came not in the match, nor the interviews that followed, but in a brief interaction captured by a fan near the barricade. As Rollins made his way to the back, battered and breathing heavy, a fan shouted, "You carried that match." Rollins turned, offered a sly grin, and simply said, "I carry the future." It wasn't arrogance. It was truth. And the world of professional wrestling, past, present, and future, heard him loud and clear. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.